and sisters. Okay. I'm gonna mainly right fast deal with my brothers and sisters in Islam. I'm not here to beat up on anybody's belief or nothing like that. Just to here give some information if you choose to call it that. So, being that my brothers and sisters follow Islam and stuff like that, just want to give you some information that you may know, may not know. But if you don't know, you know what I'm saying. If you know and you don't put this to good use, it's sad, you know what I'm saying. But if you don't know and you still don't put this in your good use after I give it to you, something's still wrong with that. But anyway, so you see that I have a Quran here, okay, and it's written in this native tongue, but I have one written in English also, okay. Again, I'm not Muslim, I'm an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? But I was going to show some information, my brothers and sisters. We'll go to the Bible, then we're going to go to the Quran. And I'm going to show you something. Okay? So we talk about Ishmael and Isaac, right? So that's going to be the topic. Today's topic is going to be about Isaac and Ishmael and the covenant. So let's go to Genesis 16. We'll start off at verse 11. And it says, "And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shall bear a son, and shall call him Ishmael." Ishmael is the son of Islam, the father of Islam, okay? The Ishmaelites, okay? The Muslims. Because the Lord hath heard thy affliction. So the father heard her affliction, Isaac's wife, Hagar, okay? So let's jump down. Let's jump down to chapter 17. In verse, we're going to start off at 18 and read on down. "And Abraham said unto God, O that Ishmael might live before thee. And God said, Sarah thy wife," so now we're talking about Sarah now, "wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call him Isaac, and I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant." Everlasting meaning it don't change. That's why our brothers, that's why it's confusing to me, my brothers and sisters in Christianity that say that the covenant changed, when here in the old covenant, we don't get in the renewed covenant that it never changed either. We don't get that. Just hold on. Everlasting covenant. "And with thy seed after him, and as for Ishmael, I have heard thee. Behold, behold, I have blessed him, and I will make him fruitful, and will multiply him exceedingly. 12 prince shall he begot, and I will make him a great nation." So that's why they have a nation right now. A nation consists of land, language, culture, etc., etc., etc. But you don't have a nation. You call yourself African American, but you believe in Islam, but you don't speak Islam. That's why I'm learning how to speak Hebrew, because I claim that I'm a Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? So I want to learn how to speak Yahsara'al, Lashawam Kadash, mean the holy tongue. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to speak that. So anyway, if you can claim a nation, you need to be able to speak the nationality. You need to have the culture. You need to have everything that identifies with that nation. So anyway, so let's go to the Quran. Let's go to the Quran. Remember? So it says, and this is called 2:122. And it says, "Children of Israel, remember the favor I have bestowed upon you, and that I exalt you above the nations." So this is saying that God exalt the children of Israel above all the nations, even in the Quran. And we're gonna get that in the Torah. And I'm going to show you that even the Quran talks about you being Torah-centered. I'm going to show you that in a second. So we're still in Kal. We're going to go to Kal 2:132, and it reads, "Abraham enjoyed the fate of his children, and so did Jacob, saying, My children, God has chosen for you the true faith." So, again, we just read that Isaac, who's the father of Jacob. That's why the seed was the covenant was established through his seed for everlasting covenant. And it's saying the same thing right here. But again, people won't say, well, that's your interpretation, but we're going to let the book speak for itself. That's why there's so many different religions out there, because, again, we don't want to believe what the book say. We'll believe what the religious pastors say, but the pastors will not read you those scriptures. So, remember, he said he chose you above all nations. So let's go to Exodus. Let's go to Exodus. And we're going to go to Exodus 19. And we'll start off at verse 5. Now, therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant. Remember, we just read about a covenant, in Exodus, not Exodus, but Genesis, the 16th and 17th chapter. Okay. And then we talked about in the Quran, we read about a covenant. So again, show you that the covenant was established, and the covenant is a contract. We're going to get that in the Black's Law Dictionary in a second. Okay. To keep my covenant, that ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people. So it's saying the same thing we just got in the Quran. You're supposed to be above all people. But the reason why the Ishmaelites over there in that land over there will not share with you, because they know you're Israel, but you want to be Islam. You don't want to be who you are. And that's why they'll let y'all get water and bananas and stuff like that and set on the street, but they ain't going to give you none of that oil. They ain't going to give you none of that land. They ain't going to give you none of that gold. You see what I'm saying? That don't make no sense, because, again, they know who you are. Wow. Just went over part a lot of y'all head. So anyway, let's get that. Let's get the covenant. And then we're going to talk, remember we talked about the Torah. We're going to get that out of the Quran in a second. So let's go to the covenant. Let's go to covenant. Okay, covenant. And it reads an agreement or a promise of two or more parties by deed in writing, okay, signed and delivered, by which either of the parties pledged himself to the other that something is either done or shall be done. That's why you have laws. You keep breaking the laws. That's why you don't have nothing, because the contract stated in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, if you keep my commandments, you'll be above all people. You say we just read that also in Exodus. As a matter of fact, let's go to Deuteronomy and get that. Let's go to Deuteronomy and get that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, my brothers and sisters in Islam, you're just as much part of the problem as these wicked Negroes in Christianity. You know what I'm saying? But again, like I said, the truth will offend y'all. But if it prompt you to do something and get your mind right, so be it. So be offended. Okay. Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. It says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto my voice, to the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God shall set thee on high above all nations on the earth. Again, but y'all don't want to listen to that. Y'all don't want to keep those commandments. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all like not having nothing. Y'all like not having no land, no language, no culture, no heritage. Y'all like that because y'all want to believe what the book said. The book, we just got that out of the Torah. Now let's go to the Quran and see what the Quran say. This is Quran, huh? Let's see what the Quran say. This is table 5 and 65, and it reads, the people of the book, you will obtain nothing until you observe the Torah and the gospel and that has been revealed to you from the Lord. So you will not get nothing. You will not get your land back. You will not get your heritage back. You will not get your culture back. That's why the Muslims will not share nothing with you. Because guess what? Why Muslims don't have no problem when they come over here. The so-called Ishmaelites don't have no problem when they get over here. But you know why you still have problems? Because guess what? They know that you the children of the book. You already granted a promise. But you don't want to follow your promise because you want to listen to wicked Negroes and Christianity like your wicked pastors. So again, I'm going to end this video in a second. I'm going to give one more scripture because again, y'all probably saying that was just in the old covenant. Let's get the renewed covenant. Let's go to Hebrews. Let's go to Hebrews 8 and 8. We'll start off with 8 and 8. Hebrews 8 and 8. Okay. And it reads, for finding fault with them, he said, behold, the day come, says the Lord, when I will make a new covenant now, with the house of Israel and the house of Judah, but not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by hand and led them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, says the Lord. So he gonna make a new covenant. That's what this is about. When he sent the Messiah to make a new covenant with us. But again, we still don't want to listen to those laws because those laws was, guess what? That if we do these things, we just read that in what? In Deuteronomy 2. If you follow my commandments, I'm gonna set you above all people. Not to pray over it, not to pray over the food that he told you don't eat. You know what I'm saying? Not to, well, he know my heart and you still gonna follow those wicked holidays he told you don't do. And we just got that in the Torah. We just got that in the Quran. The Quran said, nothing, you will not obtain nothing until you observe the Torah in the Quran. So, there you have it. I hope y'all got that. With that being said, peace, love, shalom.